Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm going to show you how to change something. So we had a lot of these shirts left over from 2023 too, and I needed to say 2023. What am I going to do? I'm going to change this 2 to a 3. And I'm hoping, since I couldn't get the Cricut thing to work quite right, it's about the same size, so that'll work. All right, so you need a scraper tool, just a plain ordinary piece of copy paper or notebook paper. And I'm going to use the silicone mat. And of course, I have the handheld Cricut press, the little small mini handheld press. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just sliding this silicone mat up in here. I'm going to lay it flat. And since it's so close to the seam, I want to make sure it's kind of offset from the back so it will lay flat. I'm going to place the piece of paper just over what I want to take off. And the reason being, if you heat it up, it'll take off more than what you want. So now I just have the little small mini press, and I'm going to press it. Heat it up as if I'm putting it on. Just heat it up. It doesn't have to be heated up too much, but just enough. And now you take the scraper and scrape it. And if it heated up enough, it'll come right on off, which only the bottom seems to have heated up enough. So we're going to try it again. Depending on your shirt, I did notice that these are really thick shirts. And the thick shirts take a little bit more time to heat up. It's just like putting it on. Oh! So you see that? I just messed that up. We're going to just press that over. I'm not going to change that whole thing. So now let's heat it up again. Otherwise, I'd have to change that whole thing out, but I'm going to leave that like that, and it's just slightly irregular, and it will match the palette that's on here. So you want to be careful to just hit it in that one area where you need it and no place else. Let's rip that off and scrape it. See how easy it comes right off? Now, if I wanted to, I could have just took some of that which I took off and put on there, but this will go fine. Now I'm going to place the 3 on here. Line it up so it looks right. And then I'm going to place this over, just over this piece, because I have it slightly over the area that needs to be pressed back down. And then just press it down. Remember, pressing it down, you got to hold it for like 20 some odd seconds. And again, this shirt is much thicker, than the other shirt, so it took a little bit more pressing. And of course, you have to let it cool. Let's see if it's coming on. That way you can see it. Voila. Just slightly irregular right there. I just want to make sure it's not coming off. So I'm going to put this on here. So it doesn't come off in the wash. And there we have it. So that's just a little spot that you want to have to replace. And again, it matches this ratty. This really was done with the brush stroke on Photoshop. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. Show a little channel love by hitting the like and the subscribe button.